makes your day.
Hey, out of the way. Get up, kid. All right, watch this. Here we go. For my fans. Thank you.
Hey everybody, Bryan Callen here. You know, when you're in a situation like I am, you get a lot of advice from a lot of different people.
Yeah, here's my advice. Go to Aruba, bro! Start that engine. Get the fuck out of America! You're illegal. You're illegal. You're the same as that director that worked with Woody Allen that we allow one Oscar every 10 years. Felipe Estraja. What's that rapist name? You're the same. You need to move to Aruba, hang around Hawaii, and get out of town, eh? You're an out of town, and you're wearing a rapist's shirt. This is what a rapist wears after he goes on a light rape jog in Kennebunkport, Maine.
He just decided to sit down on the stair. How many different
Look at this rapist, they're saying.
Bye-bye,
buddy, they're saying. Bye-bye! You fucking faggot! You rape fag! I hate a rapist more than anything. I say as I spit through my 2 turnips. Ooh, do I hate this guy. So you hurt women, huh? Why don't you say it to my face to a man your own size or maybe 3 inches taller? I'll never allow this to happen. Not to a woman. This could happen to my sister. This could be my mother. And every time I think about a rapist, I think of my Cuban mom who was spoiled across the underground tunnels of our Earth's lake as she was raped by those 4 men in white suits. People don't know this about my mom. She was raped in the 80s by the guys who did Eyes Wide Shut, or not Eyes Wide Shut, the
Clockwork Orange.
Clockwork Orange guys raped my mother. They gave her the good old inner ass, out of her ass, inner ass, out of her ass. They fucked her sideways with their... What? So I ain't cool with rapists, is my point. You want to fuck people sideways? Yeah, I hate it. It makes me sick. Thinking about how my mom was raped from the side, raped from the back, gang raped, raped in the mouth raped. Raped in the fucking eyes with a dick. Dick raped. So let's hear this fucking alleger go on Ledger.
Hey everybody, Bryan Callen here. You know, when you're in a situation like I am, you get a lot of advice from a lot of different people. And it usually falls into 2 different categories. Either they tell you to post a statement and disappear.
Post a statement then.
Lay low and let the news cycle pass you by. Well, for better or for worse.
He really had this prepared since the late 80s. When I get busted, I'm going to do... Oh, when you get busted? So you have a plan. So you know they're coming. And when you look back at all the tapes we're going to see today of every time he's defended the man, no wonder they're so scared. You know, you see this every day. Oh, well, what did you do to the woman that you can't get yourself? What did you do to the woman? And here's what it is, Jules, because you're confused too. These women are kooky. So you only have to be a quarter of a rapist to be charged with rape. You only have to be a little rapey.
Wouldn't it be better to just not be rapey
Well,
at all?
it's tough. It is tough. I mean, if the women that I've done stuff with came forward, I'm sure they could paint a nasty picture. I was a ruthless dictator to them. I would hold down their necks, 2 of them at once, and I would...
No, you wouldn't.
Oh,
but that's the
yeah,
thing
I'd
is
say...
you wouldn't, though. You know the difference between... This is the thing. I feel like any normal person knows the difference between someone who wants to have sex with them and someone who doesn't.
Yeah.
That you see all of these guys going like, oh, she changes her mind. Oh, they're just playing hard to get. And they say they don't want to be easy on the first date, but then they give in. And
they don't want to be eaten out.
It's like, if you're not an autist, you know the difference between
Here's the
someone
thing.
who wants to have sex with you and you don't.
There's also the thing of a nice, sweet guy can get away with it all. If Bryan Callen is hitting on you and you find him ugly in the moment, he's fucked. If Mike is hitting on you and you find him cute, it's all okay.
But you are smart enough to know that you can only go far with people that you know think
you
you're
need
cute.
to know where the line is. If a
self-awareness.
girl is a lesbian terminatic to woman like this, she's jacked up. She's on testosterone. She's ready to take on the world with a shotgun. She's doing a one-pump shotgun thing. She's on the lonely road alone with the Chinese guy from The Walking Dead, and they're finishing off the last guy. You're not going to win with this girl. So to try to rape a woman like this, you're fucked. If a woman's hair is shorter than...
It was long when it happened.
Okay, but then you got to ask, do you have any... are you going to ever be cutting your hair? Maybe 20 years from now, you ever going to chop it all off? If she goes, yeah, I kind of like that look, go, we shouldn't be together. You might be a dastardly L. Well, let's hear the man out. Let's hear what he has to say, and then make fun of him and screw his career. Screw his career. End his paycheck.
Hey everybody, Bryan Callen here. You know, when you're in a situation like I am, you get a lot of advice from a lot of different people. And it usually falls into two different categories. Either they tell you to post a statement and disappear, or they say lay low and let the news cycle pass you by. Well, for better or for worse, I'm not doing any of that. I never thought in a million years that I'd be sitting here defending myself against something I did not do 21 years ago.
Didn't rape someone 21 years ago. Oh, I've never heard that option. You've been accused of rape, but you didn't do it? Usually they all say, yeah, it was me. I was trying to really beat the living. I wanted to hurt and rape. So
she cried.
So you haven't raped somebody, which is pretty pathetic. So you couldn't even beat up a woman. Interesting.
Defending myself against something I did not do 21 years ago. So this is me saying that I categorically and absolutely deny.
I don't know about you guys, but I ain't telling people that I haven't raped anyone. Not yet. And let me tell you something. If anyone accuses me of this, the answer is yes. She was so raped that she could barely crawl to the sergeant's desk. Blood hands scraped, and looks like she died right before she could talk. What a mess, Sarge. Would you like to go out for wings, Sarge? And then I mess with the paperwork. I ain't ever going down for this because I would never do it. Simple as that. How you like that, Jules?
I love it.
Jules is sitting there going, oh no, he's done it. Oh no, he's mixed up in the hurt. Oh no, he's told a woman yes after she said no. Guess what, Jules? It ain't true. And I'm happy, and I can tell you this.
Categorically deny?
I deny any rape. Actually, a lot of girls could accuse me of rape. What I've done to them? I've emulated full rape against women who I think were accusing me of the. Oh, yeah. Oh, I went like this. Oh, I went like that. I will hurt you, and I can't hurt them. If I can't hurt a man, then I'll hurt a girl. Yeah, now you'll learn. I said, learn, learn, learn. Now you'll all learn. They got their hair grown out because they learn. You know, how funny would that be? Imagine how many lesbians I've turned into regular women by going, you better straighten up or you're fucking cooked. Imagine if a story came out like that. He's threatened lesbians to turn straight because he wanted them so bad. He loved their look. He loved their appeal. So he said, you better stop with all this same sexualness. It's making us sick. You're making our family look like crap. How would you like a light tap on the jaw? Oh, you recognize that as pain? There's a lot more of that if you don't act right. And then they come around, don't they, Julian? They come around. Oh, they come around downtown. But not to Mr. Monkey Man, Eminem himself, Bryan Callen. He's done the dirty. Because if I was accused of rape, I'd go, oh, yeah. Me.
What is with this gigantic grin he's wearing the whole time, by the way?
Yeah.
He practiced this weird actor's smile for his statement.
This is the liar's grin. And remember, anybody who's ever acted will act. So, we've discovered, Logan Paul actually hasn't grown up. He's just figured out how to keep his scenes on camera, short and sweet, and to what you want. We actually feel, we've just learned this the other day, we were duped by Logan Paul. He's actually much more treacherous and evil than we ever thought. But he's done a great job of showing the camera what he played us. It's true. He's a rapist. And Bryan Callen is an actor. And actors can play a raper, or they can play a rapee or a defendant. He's ready to go.
This is an audition.
This is an audition. He's studied these lines. And I bet you know, he got caught up here. He thought this was going to be more hard-hitting and inspirational than it came out. So Bryan does this anti-rape speech, which makes him look like a
guilty
pro-raper. You decide, is this guy, and where are you standing in your rich stairwell with the updated stuff? You got to give that house back. You don't own a house anymore. The house is for the government because of your crime.
Thought in a million years that I'd be sitting here defending myself against something I did not do 21 years ago. So this is me saying that I categorically and absolutely deny all the allegations against me. I wanted you to see me say that. I didn't want to post some stale statement. I wanted.
It didn't work. You should have done a reshoot. Because this one came off bad.
Do you think that he did this many times?
Oh,
and
yeah.
then picked the best one?
Well, you know, these people they're not even up to speed like YouTubers are. For instance, when Keemstar did his OH3, I'm coming back, he did about 7 takes, sent him out to all the YouTubers. Had the YouTubers say, okay, this one's good. These comedians don't even have the mindset to do 10 takes. When Keemstar does a video, it's been watched by 10 different people. They've gone over it. They go, this one will work, because they don't know. Callen thinks he's so got this that his explanation will win over the public. He don't need to send it to Bubba. He don't need to ask Joe Rogan what he thought. He's just going to do it, and it'll work, right? Or
21 years ago. So this is me saying that I categorically and absolutely deny all the allegations against me. I wanted you to see me say that. I didn't want to post some stale statement. I wanted you to hear that come out of my mouth. I have been characterized as someone that no one who knows me, not my friends, not my family, not my fans, would ever recognize. And that's because that's not who.
Well, why did I recognize it on a whim as a joke? Why did I think you raped someone when there was no evidence of it, just your eyes? Why did I think that? Am I in cahoots with Karjan Vaughn? Am I in cahoots with your accuser? Or did I just go, this guy is up to something? What will it be?
To see me say that. I didn't want to post some stale statement. I wanted you to hear that come out of my mouth. I have been characterized as someone that no one who knows me, not my friends, not my family, not my fans, would ever recognize. And that's because that's not who I am.
Yes.
That is not that's not something I could do. Those are things never did things that I couldn't do. Those are not things.
Whoa! Someone's getting caught in the fool's defense. It's not something I couldn't do. It's not I would never. Edit it.
This is why people don't do a video statement.
This is why O.J. Simpson waited 9 months to talk to the court.
Not who I am. That is not that's not something I could do. Those are things never did things that I couldn't do. Those are not things that I would ever do. That is not how I have ever.
You did it all, didn't you? You ravaged the poor Elle. You wanted it all. You wanted her chest. You wanted those bright cranberry titties busted out like 9-inch bullets shooting towards your spine, didn't you? You wanted those hard-ass tank girl pure whites. You've got nothing less than an A- sticking there with 2 big fucking missiles sticking out, and you needed those, huh? From that short-haired bitch. You wanted to fuck her like a boy. You wanted to grab that short hair and militarist fuck her in her cargo. You're sick. I take one look at that little tank and I see what you've done, and you two have a similar body level, similar build. And what did you want to do to her? Grab those nipples and twist to the sky as you wave them from side to side? Imagine those ruby reds, those cranberries, those pomegranates sticking out over those white, unsunned breasts. And you couldn't resist. You couldn't say no, could you? All you thought about was decadence and the gobblement of this woman. You wanted to devour her. Your desires were too much. So you threw it all away. And you told your kids to hit the bricks. Oh yeah, wife, file for divorce. I'm into these raspberries. And once you tasted the sourness of one blackberry, you moved on to the next. And those army tits were everything to you, huh? Drop and give me 80. You imagined that fucking dyke doing push-ups as she sucked your cock, army style. 'Cause you're into man, androgynous women, army fucking. Sick stuff, you crazy fuck. This is sick stuff. And you know what you're into too?
This is all alleged.
This is alleged, but this is what I imagine him. He's into, what's that movie? It's not Jeepers Creepers. They go into war with an alien species. They share a man and woman co-ed shower. It's a movie where they're killing big alien bugs. And you want to be there and you want to be twisting Sigourney Weaver's fucking knockers, don't you? You sick R. What's the movie called? With that, they're killing those bugs. You do it all, don't you? Starship Troopers. There it is. Oh, yeah. You want to do a male-female quick shower with Sigourney, huh? Twist on those raspberry see-throughs. What a sick fucking R, allegedly. You want to hear more of his sick defense? Oh, Your Honor, I never wanted to hurt her. My intentions were pure, Your Honor.
That is not something I could do. Those are things never the things that I couldn't do. Those are not things that I would ever do. That is not how I have ever lived my life.
You want to see a scene from his life? Check it out. Starship. And you know a scene's good when I look it up on my own. Troopers shower. You ever seen this movie?
Never.
Ooh, did this turn me up. Hand Skull Scandinavian Starship Troopers shower. It's on Facebook. Oh, a co-ed shower. It's everything to me. Okay, here he is, back to Callen. I would never unequivocally rape someone. It's totally against my bloodline.
Every pause, he looks completely psycho.
And guilty.
And that's because that's not who I am. That is not that's not something I could do. Those are things never the things that I couldn't do. Those are not things that I would ever do. That is not how I have ever lived my life. And by the way, this is not a video about cancel culture.
Oh.
This is not a video, it's certainly not a video about the Me Too movement.
Oh.
I happen to believe, and it's taken me...
Imagine if you were finally Me Too'd. You're just another Weinstein, Bill Cosby, Jeffrey Dahmer. Who's that other guy from the... People love this guy. He was in the White House show on Netflix. Kevin Spacey. You're one of them now. You're part of that crew. Chris D'Elia, Bill Cosby, rapists. It's never going to unstick. My greatest wish came to life here. Even if you're not guilty, this fucking rocks for my agenda.
And this next part is my favorite part of the video.
Listen to this crepe. And all of this is not allegedly. I talked to a judge today. It said it's all confirmed. Just kidding.
It's alleged.
It's alleged still. Here's Bryan Callen trying to weasel his way out of everything. You're going to love it. Just as I hit play.
I happen to believe, and it's taken me, to be completely honest, it's taken me a while to come to this conclusion, to understand this. I believe that the Me Too movement is one of the most important movements of my lifetime.
Oh, you're an ally to the Me Too movement. You think it's the most
important movement of his lifetime.
Yeah, I'm out of... I gotta go to the bathroom really bad. Hold on a sec. Let me plug everything in here. We're going to take a quick little leak. When we come back, we've got more Red Bar here today. Joey Diaz is one of these people who's going down today. We're not leaving here until I show you proof. Joey Diaz is out, so I'll play you this song. This is called Bringing Back the 90s, one of Joey's wishes. I'll be right back from the bathroom bad. I'll see you in a second. Shout outs, welcome to Red Bar, the show that goes anywhere, does nearly anything. And we're watching Bryan Callen's big excuse. Oh, he didn't rape nobody. Of course not. He seems inna. Watch this.
Yo, Khaled, acting is not working out for me. Can I get on your album maybe?
To come to this conclusion, to understand this. I believe that the Me Too movement is one of the most important movements of my lifetime, because for the first time in history,
I believe that the Me Too movement is the most important movement of my lifetime. Listen to that. Only a scared to death mammogram would say something like that. Cheers. Welcome back to Red Bar. Yikes. Yikes. I don't need new friends. I don't need fake friends.
I've been saying that every second.
Jake Paul, pretty good, huh? He's pretty cool now.
What's your favorite? That one? What was the other one again?
The one that came before that.
Now I can't even remember.
I know. We'll try to find it. We'll play it during the next one. Here's Bryan Callen again, pleading for his innocence here.
Women recourse against the abuse of power. And that makes the world a better place.
Oh.
And that is not a political statement. That's just fair play. And I believe in fair play. But I also believe in due process.
I think it means he wants to be able to beat up these women. And you know what? It's fair play. If they want to scream and holler into the night, so be it. They decided to come here. Casa Daya Callen. And where are your children? Imagine my dad screaming and hollering about, I didn't rape, I didn't rape. Okay, where are the kids? Your kids are going through a dad rape. You Google the dad's name, hit news, rape, rape, rape. Just as bad as rape. You get accused of rape, you're fucking finished. But not me. You get it?
Got it.
You accuse me of rape, you're just starting. Okay? I don't need new friends. I don't need fake friends. I don't need arranged friends. That's an Indian line. I don't need arranged friends. You know, in India, they try to arrange friendship. Your dad will go, you need to be friend with my little son. You go, shut the fuck up, Indian. So look at this guy. He's pleading with you in front of his stairs. And hey, if I get accused of rape, I ain't addressing you in front of no stairs. I'll be right here. And I'll go, did I do it? I don't know. Try to figure it out. Go CSI. If anyone accuses me of rape, I'll go, hey guys, it's an open source CSI investigation. First person to have proof about my rape gets stardom. Go, go, go! But these guys, they can't challenge the people like that because they know it's going to happen. So they sweat, they plead, they beg. Here's your boy, Bryan Callen.
The abuse of power. And that makes the world a better place. And that is not a political statement. That's just fair play.
I kind of feel like,
and I believe in fair play.
Like the rest.
But I also believe in due process.
You have to click back. Shoulder.
Yeah, I know.
The rest of the video, fine. Everything can be debatable. Yeah, it's stressful to be accused, but I feel like adding this Me Too section in the video is what seals the fate that it is, that he did it, that he's guilty.
You're a womanizer, 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 womanizer. How does it go? Britney Spears.
Basically like that.
Give me womanizer. Jules, it must be done.
I believe in fair play. But I also believe in due process. And we live in a very strange time where any...
Strange times, right? Jordan Peterson, it's me, Rogan.
Strange times, bro. I'm the talk show for the deepest, darkest web. Yeah, me, Dave Rubin, Jordan Peterman, his daughter, McHaley. We're the head scientists of the dark generation. It's us.
Can you believe we're being led by the biggest croca? Okay?
Just fair play.
All right, let's finish this up.
But I also believe in due process. And we live in a very strange time where anybody can make an allegation against you and you are guilty until proven innocent. It's just a fact that social media and the press alone can act as judge, jury, and executioner. And I don't think that's good for anybody. And by the way, I don't know how to fix that.
It's not good for
I don't know
you.
how to fix that.
You know what's so wrong about this? If you were raped, good luck going against a famous rapist. If you actually were raped, you have to read 7,000 men's statements. How is that rape? How is that even bad? He held her down. What, she couldn't push up? Was she weak? If you're an actual woman, you're sitting here going, wait a minute here. Almost 75% of Bryan Callen's fans, they're okay with rape. Because I'm telling them my story and they're saying, how is that illegal? How is that illegal? Everything needs to be illegal with these guys now. You know, how about this? How about I run a company and your name has rape in it and that's all that it needs to be. Somebody accuses you of rape. Whether or not you did it, you're fucked. Wake up. Yeah, you're in it bad with a bad woman. Whether you raped her or not, it's almost not even important anymore. You're involved with a woman who wants to accuse you of rape. You're fucked. What did you do to her? And guess what? Either way, it's your fault. Because why are you involved with a woman who would do this? You should know better. And or you did rape her. Either way, you tinkered around a bad soul. You messed with one of the no good nicks
and what
of
would
life.
This lady have to gain from accusing Callen? Wouldn't you?
Exactly.
If it's a
Back in
Hollywood
91,
woman, wouldn't you go
he raped
after
me.
somebody who could pay you off?
And
or
guys,
something?
you're not going to be accused of rape unless you've raped.
That's why it's so.
So don't worry. There's so many guys out there
They
like,
get
this
so
is a...
nervous.
You get so nervous because why? Because you were doing the same type of thing. Have you been bad around a woman? And listen, did this girl actually get raped? Probably not. Can she technically say she was raped? Yes. So now we live in a time, don't do anything that's going to technically look like a rape.
That's what I mean. It's like
You
if
gotta
you're a
be
normal
smart.
person, if something is getting into iffy territory, if you're a normal person, you just go, I don't want to be involved in this at all. But people like Callen, who are poon hounds, as all of his friends say, they're like, it's worth the risk to just go this one extra inch.
Yeah, and you're going to hear this from all of Callen's friends. Oh, he's a poon hound. He's a lady. That means he likes to rape. Being sex obsessed means you'll do anything for it. And I've met sex obsessed people. They can't end the night without sex happening. They need it. It doesn't matter from who. They need the encouragement. They need people to say, oh, I do it with him. And you know what? They are rapists and they are bad. And I hate to tell you, most guys are rapists. They do it all. I've seen them. I've been with them. I've acknowledged it. I've allowed it to happen because I didn't care. I didn't give a fuck. And you know what? They do it. They treat women like shit. And why shouldn't we? We just want a nut, you fucking idiots. You animals. We want a nut. You're here. Get over here, you stupid immigrant. Fuck me, fuck me, fuck me. It's all that's on my mind. This is how we operate. And I'll tell you this.
Not we.
It is. This is how guys operate. And they need to be trained out of it if they don't want to be convicted in this day and age. You need to be told you can't do anything with a woman. They hate you. They're going to lock you up. You kiss her. She says, no, get the fuck out of town. That's the new woman. Could you imagine getting screwy with a woman these days, especially a woman like that in a tank top, a black fucking tank top? She looks like she could power, lift, and do jujitsu. You're fucked. You were horny. She wants to win. You're screwed. She's in a bad mood. You were horny last night. You're dead. That's it. And you know what? Almost every guy I have
Is
ever
it even
met.
worth it? That's what I want to know.
Well, listen, you get
Like,
really horny.
Is it so amazing to have
Well,
a
the
one-night
rules weren't
stand that
set.
you
So
have
here's the
to
problem.
You're like, even if she hates this, it's worth it.
The rules when I was a kid were you tell this bitch to fuck you by any means necessary. If she doesn't, she's a dyke. What's wrong with her? Get her in that sack. And now that's not allowed. It was allowed for many years. You tell this woman what's going on. You tell this woman to suck your nuts or else. And now that's not allowed, so you're going to be fucked. So the new thing to do with women is to go, no, I don't know no English.
Kevin Ferguli says, if Red Bar has taught me anything, it's to never be horny.
Never be horny. Meet a girl before the Me Too movement. Like if Jules ever came out against me, come on, it'd be laughable. She'd be fucked. She'd be fucked. But that's the latest I could do. If I wanted to be old school Mike, I could be reported every minute. Think about the 8 sums,
See,
the
like there's
9
even a guy in the
sums.
chat going, you guys are morons, LOL. Callen is an idiot, but to say there aren't
Yep.
women who try to exploit this scenario is so dumb.
A lot of guys out there so scared that they're going to be exploited and busted.
He
Guess
has a
what?
history.
If you got a dick, you're dead. You've got a history. Any guy defending Callen is a rapist. Any guy defending women or defending the man during a rape case has raped. That's how I look at it.
That's how it seems.
That's how it seems. If you think Callen is getting it done dirty, he's got the wrong side of the deal. It's because you were involved in one of his crimes. You're in on it. You want to hurt women. You want to pin them down while you jizz all over their skin. I've been there. I've held them down. I've been there. I fucked them up the ass. The cunt. Every hole I held them down. I said, you best take it. And they loved it. And you know what? There were no crimes. But nowadays, there will be a crime. If you want to get involved with a girl and she uses online stuff, she will rape. She will say you raped her. This is what you are to her now, a rapist. Why would a woman want to get fucked for free when it could be a rape? You're screwed. Don't go near women if you're famous. Don't go near anyone. You know, Jules can't accuse me of rape. Try it.
I would never.
Exactly. You married into it. You knew what was coming. You get pinned. You get suckered into it. And that's your life. It ain't a free-for-all. So let's hear this guy try to weasel out of it. You know, he divorced his wife. He's got 2 kids that he hasn't given a grain to. When do you ever hear him talk? Oh, I gave my kids this much attention. No, it's all women. It's all freestyle porn. You're jacking. You want to grope them. You want to go to, the whole country is closed down. You want to go to Texas to open up that state. Ooh, do you need it opened? You need girls coming up to you and saying, oh, you're the funniest. Would you like to get a private hotel spot with me and you, Callen? You could do whatever you want to my openings. You could fuck me from here to infirmary. It doesn't matter, Callen. You're the best. That's why you got into this business, isn't it? And then he realized everything I like is a no-no now. You can't do comedy. There's Corona. You can't go out and fuck all these women. It's rape now. Being famous is bullshit. Why would you want to be famous? It's almost better to be a guy that just works at a nice casino, low-scale job. You rape a girl, what's she going to say? You hook up with a woman, what's she going to say? It's the best night of her life. You're Bryan Callen. You're leaving yourself open to allegations. And now you're an allegation guy, just like Joey Diaz, just like Chris D'Elia, just like Steve Renazizi. All your friends, Joe, are on the bad side of history. They're doing stuff to the women. Listen. Here's Bryan Callen again trying to get himself out of the worst crime he's ever been committed of.
Anybody can make an allegation against you, and you are guilty until proven innocent. It's just a fact that social media and the press alone can act as judge, jury, and executioner. And I don't think that's good for anybody. And by the way, I don't know how to fix that. I don't think anybody in particular is even to blame. But
of course.
When something like this happens, this is pretty much the only way you can defend yourself. So this is me standing up and saying that I have been falsely accused of
a lot of guys on his
things
side.
that I did not do. And that's what I have.
A lot of people on his side. A lot of guys nervous. You can't have fun? You're that nervous that you can't have fun with this? In my world, when a man's accused of rape, we celebrate. We party. We cheer. I'm worried about the guys who go, wait a minute, rape? That could happen to anyone. If it can happen to you, are you an alleged person? Are you bad? I'm worried about those guys. I am very worried about the type of guy who wants to defend this to his death. You know, what have you been up to? What did you do to the women? It should be a field day. Ha, ha, ha. Look at Bryan Callen trying to scrape by. It shouldn't be, oh, this could happen to any one of them. I hope it can't happen to you. What did you do? What have you done? Did you do something similar?
People in the chat are pointing out that he says, no one's even to blame. But it's like, if she's lying and making this up completely, isn't she to blame? That's his way of offering a...
He did it. He's never said, I never did this.
Well,
he said...
He categorically.
I don't even know what that means.
Honestly, I don't either.
Categorically? Does that mean bigly?
What's a categorical
happens,
denial?
This is pretty much the only way you can defend yourself. So this is me standing up and saying that I have been falsely accused of terrible things that I did not do. And that's what I have to say. Thank you for listening. And I want to thank my fans for rallying around me. Your comments mean so much.
You love your rape isn't real fans? Thank you for telling my accusers that they're liars. Thank you. You're the best type of guy.
The most right guy in the chat says, I want to make fun of Callen, whether this can happen to me or not.
You go.
That's the right answer.
I want to make fun of Callen, whether this could happen to me or not. That's where you need to be. Did you hurt a slew of women? Who cares? Tell them to fuck. If a girl accused me of rape, I go, yeah? What else? And she'd go, what isn't this? Not for me and my friends. We're into it.